Wow. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Please like and subscribe. I'm talking about the Batman first thoughts and spoiler-free review. I just got back home from watching the Batman and wow, holy shit, that movie was even better than I expected it to be. And I know everybody's like, oh my gosh, Alex, you're going to give it a good review no matter what because you love Batman. You love Robert Pattinson. God dang right I do. And I love both of them even more now because this movie was incredible. Incredible. So some first reviews that I'm listening to, I'm kind of just like, what? Did we watch the same movie? Because as a Batman fan that's freaking watched the animated series a million times, watched the Justice League animated series, watched all the animated movies, watched all the Batman live action movies, read plenty of Batman comics. This movie was insanely good. Okay? Insanely good. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get into it. The music, cinematography was freaking out of this world. Okay, I've seen a couple other people say that, you know, the music is too dark and emo-y, and so I'm like, what do you want it to be? Like, bright and fun and happy? This is Batman. This is Batman, the B-Man, the one and only. No, the music in this, it was incredible. The score was incredible. The use of Nirvana it was just so good, you guys. It just fit perfectly. It was, my heart literally was pounding when Batman made his first appearance in the movie. It was all of the trailer moments. If you like the trailers and you like the moments in the trailers, those moments in the trailers are 20,000 times better in the movie, okay? So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. One of my favorite parts of the whole movie was the Batmobile. And that's never been anything that I've particularly like loved before. I mean, of course I like the Batmobile. Like, who doesn't like the Batmobile? But I've never seen a movie and been like, the Batmobile is amazing. In this movie, I thought the Batmobile was just one of the greatest freaking vehicles I've ever seen in my life. Forget Fast and the Furious and any of that bullshit, because the Batmobile is all I want after watching this movie. As a lot of my friends know and everybody, I love Robert Pattinson. He's one of my favorite actors. I don't want to hear shit about all you little Twilight sparkly bitches that probably ain't seen no other Robert Pattinson movie besides Twilight. You guys can get the hell out of here. Batonk. And I'm not talking about Harry Potter either. Batonk. I'm talking about, you know, Good Time, Remember Me, Tenet. He's done so much great stuff. The Lighthouse, like, he's an artsy film person as well, so he brings that emotion in there. Okay, he brings that emotion in there. I love him as Batman. I love him as Bruce Wayne. There is a distinction in my opinion, and it being year 2 Batman, it's a little different than most people are used to, but I can't wait until the spoiler review because I can't really give too much stuff away, but I'll talk about that more in the spoiler review. But Robert Pattinson as Batman, my favorite ever. Better than Christian Bale, in my opinion. Just great. So the plot and the writing, impeccable. Okay, we were following along with the riddles, with the Riddler doing his little stuff that we were trying to figure it out as we go along. They showed Batman's skills off as a detective, towards the beginning of the movie, they were skeptical of him and they didn't really want him around. And then towards the end, they were like following him around, like, okay, what's up? We need to know what's going on. All the characters in this movie, in my opinion, were fantastic. I loved all of them. And I'm not, like, I'm sorry, but it's just true. I loved Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. I loved the Riddler. Paul Dano was amazing. That he was creepy, and it was good. It was just good. Alfred was great. Loved it. He was a younger Alfred and a little bit different, but I loved him. But still, I recognized him as Alfred. And Jim Gordon, oh my goodness gracious, was that great casting? Was that amazing cast? No wonder he's getting his own spin-off show on HBO Max, because that Jim Gordon and Batman's relationship in this movie was what I love to see. It was real. This was a comic book lover's dream, you guys. This was a comic book lover's dream. Let me tell you. The relationship between Jim Gordon and Batman was top tier. Top tier, top tier, top tier. Catwoman was great. Loved her. She had the right amount of sass. That connection between her and Batman was freaking insane. It was so good. I can't wait until the spoiler review, you guys, but loved it. Falcone, I liked his casting. The Penguin was just insane. Looked nothing like Colin Farrell. It was just, I can't believe it. I can't believe that was him. This movie was a lot darker. It definitely was an emo take, you know, it was, but I don't really get, like, at the same time, I don't really get, like, what people, because Batman is a dark character. Gotham City is freaking dark, gritty, dirty, and it's so funny because the whole politician aspect and, like, the corruption aspect and, like, the GCPD, Gotham City Police Department being corrupt, a lot of them, and the Congress people being corrupt, a lot of them, and the rotation of criminals in and out the system. It reminds me of my hometown, okay? Reminds me of my hometown, and it's super funny. And as the movie kept going on, I was like, wow, this sounds a little eerie right now. But yeah, so, I mean, I just loved it. Gotham's whole presence was just dark, gritty, you know? Gotham was in a rough time this movie, okay? This is a rough time for Gotham. I mean, Gotham's always having a rough time, but this was a real rough time for Gotham, okay? The roughest, I would say. It's probably in its roughest stage right now. It was great. The Batcave, impeccable. Like, you guys, the Batcave was amazing. Wayne Manor seemed very England to me, English style. I mean, it was just so good. It was so good. Gotham City looked so good. It looked just like Gotham. It looked like you freaking tore a page of the comic book out from Gotham City and it just plateau and put it in a freaking amazing, beautiful scene of... It was so good, you guys. It was so good. The fight scenes, incredible. The fight scenes were just... Batman beats the shit out of these fools, okay? Let's just put it that way. He's whooping ass. He don't give a fuck, okay? He don't give a fuck, but he ain't killing and he ain't using guns, okay? You know, Ben Affleck's Batman was killing. Christian Bale's Batman was killing. This Batman, he doesn't use guns. He'll severely beat the shit out of you, you know? That's for a fact. But he doesn't believe in killing and he doesn't believe in guns. And spoiler review, I'll talk more about that. His tech was great. I don't want to spoil his tech either, but I loved it. It was very... His tech, like, it seemed pretty realistic, and, you know, it doesn't seem like he has met Lucius Fox yet, so we'll see how that goes in the movies to come. I just can't spoil anything, you guys, but it was so good. The romance was so good between Batman and it was great. And like I said, the trail, like, if you saw the trailers and you liked the trailers, those scenes from the trailers are just 100,000 times better in the movie. Like, the first introduction of Batman, when you see him, my heart was, it was just so good. The score was so good. I loved it. Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm rating this movie 10 out of 10 because, you know what? I told myself, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 unless one specific thing doesn't happen. I want this one specific thing to happen, and if it does, and everything else is like, okay, I'll rate it a 10 out of 10, but I said, but if not, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10, you know, because I need for this one, and it did, and it's a 10 out of 10 for me, you guys. 10 out of motherfucking 10. This movie was insanely good. You need to go watch it immediately. Like, I mean, immediately. You need to go. It doesn't even matter if you're in the front row. If you break your neck watching this movie, you know what? At least you'll have watched the movie. That's how good it is, you guys. Like, okay, don't go breaking your neck watching the movie, I guess. But I would, personally. I would, because it was just that good. And I hope you guys like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching my video. And stay tuned for my spoiler review. My review on the Batman and Catwoman's relationship, my review, what I think about the universe that Matt Reeves is going to create with this Batman, and so on and so on. So you can check out more of my videos that I have posted now, and thanks a lot, you guys. Bye!